Hey guys, welcome back to another tea with your girl. This is the second edition. So I am drinking some iced tea today. See, this is a tea by Fraser Tea. Okay, so today's video, I wanted to talk about what is an empath. Kind of defining what an empath is, giving some positives and some negatives about being an empath, and also some solutions on how to stay balanced as an empath. So number one, what is an empath? So I got a definition from Merriam-Webster Dictionary, and having empathy is the action of understanding, being aware of, being sensitive to, and vicariously experiencing the feelings, thoughts, and experience of another, of either the past or present, without having the feelings, thoughts, and experience fully communicated in an objectively explicit manner. So I completely agree with that definition. It gives a more broad general definition of what an empath is. If I had to simplify the definition, it would just be in one word: you're sensitive. Being an empath is being super sensitive to the world around you, different people's energy, situations. You're just super tapped into things. I could talk about how the spiritual community sees empaths in another video. Because you're sensitive of the world around you, that you can also be sensitive in the astral plane. And so because you're sensitive, you send out some type of almost like a light. And things can see it, things are drawn to you, spiritual beings are drawn to you. And since you develop psychic abilities, you can step into a place and you can feel the past energy of a place without even knowing what happened. Who's there, who's still there, what type of spirits are in there. And so that's a whole different discussion though. But if you guys want me to make a video on that, I definitely will, because I'm so interested in that. I've had my own type of experiences with that. So I can definitely talk about that if you would like me to. But just to give some positives and some negatives about being an empath. So the positives are that because you're so sensitive to the world around you and people's energies and life in general, you feel things on a very deep level. You experience happy moments on this blissful, euphoric, orgasmic level. You just experience things in a very rich way. It's almost like if you've ever been in a really happy moment and you wish that you could slow things down. Almost for an empath, we're able to slow things down to the point where we experience it on this amazing level. And it's something you have to experience to kind of understand, but because we experience it on a deeper level, we cherish it so much. Those memories of when we've had euphoria, those times, we cherish them very much. And even when somebody around you is happy, you feel their energy, you are drawn into their energy. And you in turn become happy, and you're like, oh, and if the person around you is carefree, or a situation around you is very positive, you definitely you feel it. So the negatives of being an empath are the same things as the positives. Because you feel things on a deeper level, you experience negative feelings on a deeper level as well. You experience negative situations on a deeper level. And sometimes it can be hard to shake off those negative energies, which sometimes can lead to anxiety and stress and depression, because you don't know what to do with those energies. And it doesn't even have to be your own negative situation or feelings. It can be someone around you. It could be you watching the news and you see something terrible, or you see a homeless person on the side of the road, and for months at a time you cannot shake them or the feeling that you got from them, or a place out of your mind or out of your emotions. They tend to sit in the back of your mind, and it'll bring down your mood, it'll bring down you. I think other people experience that, but for an empath, you experience it on a very deep level where it is very hard to manage and it's very hard to control. So those are the positives as well as the negatives. So the third thing I would talk about is just some solutions to being a balanced empath. And I have 3 solutions for you. I have 1, be selfish, because we are not instinctually selfish. We don't instinctually think of ourselves. We tend to put other people and other situations ahead of ourselves because we see ourselves as really great listeners. We like to fix things and to solve things and to fix people and solve people. We tend to put problems on ourselves, not our own problems, but other people's problems on ourselves. And we try to fix and to solve and to go above and beyond for someone. And so we instinctually do that. So you have to make yourself be selfish, and you have to make yourself step back and say, I can't be everything for everybody. I have to be selfish. I have to practice self-care, kind of what I talked about in my last Tea with Your Girl. Knowing how to take care of yourself, spending time by yourself if you need to, familiarizing yourself again with who you are and what you want and everything that makes you you. Be selfish. Number 2 is to set boundaries. A lot of times as an empath, people are drawn to you, and you become people's comfort. You become people's safe space because people sense your energy. People sense that you want to help. It's, you know, people always know when you're not listening to them. Like people know. And so as an empath, we are really great listeners. We are really caring and compassionate. So people sense that. And so because of that, people, not instinctively or they don't mean to, but they'll latch on to you and they'll dump their problems on you. You become their sense of comfort, and so everything that goes wrong in their life, everything that they don't know how to deal with, they put on you. And so you become, as an empath, that stays with you and it sticks with you, especially if it's close relationships, especially if it's family relationships, friend relationships. You store that and you store people's problems until it becomes overwhelming. And so you have to learn how to say no. You have to learn how to say, I can't be in here for you right now. I have to focus on myself. You can't save the entire world. You can't save everybody. Just know that, set your boundaries, learn how to say no, learn how to step away and walk away and be by yourself. Number 3, keep your foundation solid. Whenever empaths go places, we're going to be bombarded with people's energy. We're going to be bombarded with places' energies, situational energies, and you can better deal with those things if your foundation is solid. And what that means is whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you you, whatever makes you as a person. And not helping others, and not doing other, all the other stuff, because that's your empathic work. But whatever makes you smile, that selfish thing that lifts you up, makes you excited, make sure that is solid, and make sure that is you're confident in that, and make sure you're confident in you and who you are as a person. Make sure all of that is solid. If that is crumbling, you will not know how to deal with other people's energies. You will not know how to deal with everything else. Make sure that the world around you can't shake you in that. And we're not perfect people, so we will get shaken a lot of times. I mean, it makes us stronger, but at the same time, you don't want to get shook up too much because you get lost. And it's so easy for an empath to get lost in the world around them, and they forget who they are, and they forget what is truly important. So make sure your foundation is solid. Make sure you are balanced. So that is all I have for you guys today. I am so glad that you allowed me to give you some advice from my heart to yours. I appreciate you listening. If you have some advice for other empaths, if you want to have a discussion of what I said, if you disagree or agree, put it down in the comments below so we can have a discussion. And I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next Cooking with Your Girl, which will be soon. Bye.